Hello, good morning, friends, neighbors. Hope you're doing well. This is Faisal Hassan, your NDP candidate, running for re-election here in our community of York South Boston. You know, my headquarters is located at 2380 Eglinton Avenue West. And there you can join us, you can volunteer, you can support, you can take a sign, and also our phone number is 647-313-1964. You can also email us at faisal.hassan@ontarionDP.ca. It has been an honor and privilege to be your voice at Queen's Park since 2018. I have worked hard to earn your trust and confidence and be a strong representative for our community. I want to continue that. And today, folks, neighbors, friends, and brothers and sisters, the early voting began, or will start shortly, actually just begun about a minute from now. And I want you to vote. And you can vote 10 days, starting today. Today is Thursday, and there are 4 locations in our community. All of them have different rotation times, but there are ones that are open for 10 days, and that is York Recreational Center, located at 115 Black Creek Drive. It is open all 10 days, starting today, right now at 10 a.m. And all those polling stations or early voting starts today at 10 a.m. and until 8 p.m. it's open. But it is Thursday, May 19 to May 28. These are 10 days. So York Recreational Center, located at 115 Black Creek, it's open, and it's open for about those 10 days. So it's very close, major intersection, and Eglinton and Black Creek. So there you can actually vote there. There's also Amesbury Community Center, and that's also open today. It's located at 1507 Lawrence Avenue West. Just give me a minute, folks, quickly. I forget to bring folks who are joining us other platforms, but I'll do that later. Just give me a minute. And Amesbury Community Center, I was saying, is 1507 Lawrence Avenue West, and it is also open today, 10 a.m. Thursday, May 19 to Sunday, May 22nd. That is 4 days, folks. So, but the York Recreational Center will be open for 10 days. So you can go there and vote those locations today. Those are the 2 only locations that is opened. And then also on Pelmore Park Community Center at 171 Balat Avenue will be opened only 8 days, but it will start Saturday, May 21st to Saturday, May 28th. And that is about 8 days. And that is also another location where you can actually vote every day. It's York, it's York Southwestern Returning Office. And the returning office is located 501 Alliance Avenue. But the early voting there, it starts Saturday, May 21st to Friday, May 27th. So those are the days then those ones that start. So quickly, I want you to make sure that you can vote those locations. Today and until May 28th, it's open York Recreational Center, located at 1115 Black Creek Drive. That this will be open every day. So you can go there every day and vote there. And the Amesbury Community Center, it will only be open for 4 days. And it's located at 1507 Lawrence Avenue West. So these 2 polling stations are the only 2 polling stations that is open in our community, even though they said it's only open 4. Another issue we are finding out about this election is that the Elections Ontario is discouraging communities like ours to vote because they are sending members of our community across our great riding to far places in election day as well, and they're having only 2 polling stations for early voting. So this is also a concern which we are going to address to Elections Ontario about this, because we need to make sure that voting is accessible, and it is not. There have been many reports about CBC and other media stating that people do not vote. The turnout is less. They estimated that there were about 40% or 50% people vote in our riding. And if that's the case, and Elections Ontario is even making it harder, members of our community to come out and vote, because they are asking them to vote far places, addresses that are away from their community. And we have many seniors, we have many parents, and it's going to be difficult. Many people who don't have cars, and this is difficult for the people. But definitely our campaign will be able to support and be there to make sure that you vote. You can always call us, our number 647-313-1964. We'll be there to make sure that you vote, and we'll be putting also this concern. This has not been the first time we have noticed these things. It also happened in 2018, where they've asked people to vote miles away from their communities, and that is not making democracy accessible. And this is what also we don't know if this Ford government is behind it, but definitely Elections Ontario have this responsibility to make sure that communities can vote. People who live in apartments, they could have their polling stations. It's not happening. And housing also, folks who live in houses are asked to go far places to vote. And this is not right. We will make sure this doesn't happen again. But we will also make sure that you have the chance to go and vote. So please don't wait that day. It might be going to be a chaos, as many of you might be getting a new polling stations away from your community. For example, people in Falstaff, usually they voted in their community, the community center, 50 Falstaff community center. In this early voting, they are not going to vote it. I have already mentioned to them earlier on 3 months ago that it should be included, but Elections Ontario decided not the case. That's not the case, because they have only 2 locations that is open today, and that's not right. We need to have more polling stations to early voting to make sure that every single person in our community has an opportunity to vote. And this is also something I want to share with you to bring to your attention. So don't wait election day. Vote today, vote weekends, vote long weekends, and make sure you vote. I know that also this coming Saturday, May 21st, also Pelmo Park will be included to that. Also will be included also the returning office. The returning office also, you can go and vote every day as well. And this is what we need to make sure that our community comes out and votes in large numbers. And I'm also honored to have served you and being your representative the last 4 years. And we need to make sure that our community has a strong local voice. We've seen a lot of candidates who don't live in our community showing up, parachuted here to run. And they are not going to be a strong vocal voice for our community. We've seen it. I have lived here over 20 years. Over 20 years, I know the community. I know the needs of our community. We have been fighting, and Ford Conservatives have not been helpful to our community. They have cut education, healthcare, and they haven't invested a penny about youth and communities. And I've also have been fighting as being the official opposition's youth opportunities critic to make sure that our young people across this riding and across the province has opportunities for internships, placements, and co-ops. My motion for work integrated learning, even though it has been passed, but Ford Conservatives have not moved a cent to invest in that regard. So that is also another failure when it comes to filed of youth, seniors as well. It's the same story. And there is hope, folks. An NDP government will deliver results and will deliver priorities that will put you to tackle the issues of cost of living and affordability issues. I will be making sure that I reach you to social media and other platforms to make sure that you know what's happening since the last 14 days that's left in this campaign, and we'll make sure that you vote. And already Elections Ontario has not done a good job at all to make you have more polling stations and have also more polling stations for early voting or advanced voting. Having only 2 polling stations open today is not acceptable. It should be like full staff community centers should have been a polling station. It is not, and that's also something that the community have raised with me. Why they are not voting, are not using the community centers that is available and has been used for many years. And seniors who live in that neighborhood, those who live in houses and apartments, are now asked to go all the way to Keele Street, and now are asked to go all the way to Black Creek and Eglinton and Keele and Lawrence. But that is also another concern we have with Elections Ontario and making communities like ours making it voting accessible is the case. It is not now, but I will raise as your member of Parliament, and will continue to do that as well. We need making voting accessible to every home, every community, every building, so that people have been encouraged to vote. It's not happening, folks, but to this, it shouldn't discourage you. You should be motivated, because we cannot have another 4 years of vote Conservatives. They will cut, folks. They will privatize. They will not put the priority, our community, front and center. And that's why I am coming to you live this afternoon before I go out and vote myself. You can also join me this morning to actually cast your ballot. And I'll be able to see you then this morning, this afternoon, and this coming 10 days, that you come out in large numbers and cast your ballot. Well, thank you. And I'm honored to have served you the last 4 years, and I'm continuing working hard to earn your trust and confidence. Well, thank you. And I will be seeing you again to come to you and update you what's happening every day about the polls, the issues we have, so that we can connect in social media. And also I'll be coming straight, also visiting you in our community. If I haven't visited you yet, I will be coming. And if I'm not able to come, I know members of my team will be able to be there to meet with you. You can still request signs, and also you can volunteer your time. You can donate. You can help us make sure that this community has strong, progressive MPP, and that is also lives in the community more than over 20 years, in Harding, in Jane, in Church, right here in the heart of York Southwest. This is Faisal Hassan, your NDP candidate for York Southwest. And my headquarter, our campaign headquarter, is 2380 Eglinton Avenue West. The major intersection is Gabion Way, and up the hill on the West Side Mall at Eglinton Avenue West. You can also reach us, 647-313-1964. Vote, folks, take advantage of this 10 days. That is why it's very important, because in election day, it's going to be chaos. When many of you found out you're not going to vote in your neighborhood, in your community centers, that you have been asked to vote far away, part of our riding. And this is also, again, the failure of Elections Ontario to make sure that every member of our community can vote, and making it more locations for polling stations. And it's not happening. Today, in our community, there's only 2 locations. And I repeat again, those are York Recreational Center, located 115 Black Creek Drive, It will be open all 10 days. It opens today, Thursday, May 19 to May 28. And also another polling station that's open is Amesbury Community Center at 1507 Lawrence Avenue West. It will be only open, Amesbury will also open today, May 19 to May 22nd, and that is a Sunday, from Thursday to Sunday of this week. That will be only 4 days. Then they will be also opening a Pelmo Park, which is new now, which is also will help the Northeast, but it's only open 8 days. It should have been open 10 days. And that will be starting this Saturday. That will be May 21st to Saturday, May 28th. Please take advantage of that as well. But also in returning office, you can also vote every day for a special ballot. But it's only for early voting, it's only 7 days. They should actually have another location, like the Falstaff would have been the appropriate place to have it. But that also opens only 7 days, starting this Saturday, May 21st, to Friday, May 27th. So, folks, I am now going to vote, and I think I'm the only candidate who lives in the community who can vote in his community. So join me voting at a polling station, at these 2 polling stations, York Recreational Centre or Amesbury Community Centre. See you and vote and take advantage this 10 days. You can reach me 647-313-1964. Thank you and have a wonderful day. And I'll be seeing you soon then. Bye.